Welcome to our series of quick demonstrations of what's possible with the OpenText eDocs-DM Dynamic Views feature. Today we'll show the legal template focused on an easy-to-implement foldering strategy for law firms. In a standard eDocs Matter-Centric implementation, you'll see the same list of document types is shown in each matter. To illustrate, let's open our standard view. We'll open our client Lynn Austenson. You'll notice there are two different matter types, one estate planning. When we expand that matter, we're presented with all of the document types. If we expand our litigation matter, you'll see we're presented with the same list of document types. Typically, the process of designing a folder structure that's relevant and manageable requires a lengthy and difficult discussion with the various practice areas around minimizing their document types. But by using the EDV legal template, that process becomes extremely easy to administer and deliver. So I'll go ahead and close the standard view. So let's take a look at what the same environment can look like using the legal template. Same library, same document types. So we'll expand our standard legal view that we've configured as an example. Again, you'll see the client Lynn Austenson, and when we expand it, we see the estate planning and the litigation matters. This time, however, when we expand the estate planning matter, we're presented with a short, relevant list of document type folders. And again, when we expand the litigation matter, you'll see that we're presented again with a different set of folders, but relevant to that practice area. So it truly gives you the flexibility to design a foldering structure that actually works for the way each practice area does their business. So just to take a closer look, we'll focus on a banking matter. The banking group decided to configure all of the banking matters so that initially just two folders would appear. Very basic correspondence and email. They also chose to configure it so that it is truly dynamic based on the way that documents were profiled for that matter. We call that document-driven folder structure. So to illustrate, I'll bring up a Word document. In this case, it's a contract. So when I do a file save as, then I'll go ahead and navigate to that same banking matter, and as you can see, there's still the two folders, two document types. I'll go ahead and give it a name. But in this case, it's a contract, so when I click on the lookup for the document type, you'll see that I'm presented with all of the document types. And in this case, I want contract. Click OK, and click Save. When I go back into the Quick Retrieve, you'll notice that now for that banking matter, I'm presented with a folder for the contract that I just created. So it's truly document-driven, and then that folder structure becomes extremely relevant. Okay? So let's take a look at the admin tool and see what's going on behind the scenes. So here I'm in my practice code table, and I'll click on banking just to give you an illustration of how it's been configured. First of all, they've indicated that they want the document types to be driven by the way documents have been profiled. That's the document-driven configuration option. But they've also chosen not to filter the document types in the lookup. And you'll remember when I profiled the contract, when I clicked on the lookup, I was presented with all the document types. Let's imagine that the banking group changed their mind and that after a few months after implementation, they decided that they really wanted to filter that lookup list so that the documents were profiled more consistently with a shorter list of document types. So in this case, we're simply going to check a box. Go ahead and save. Now let's go back to that Word document. In this case, I'm going to save it as a new one. And in this case, it's going to be a loan document. However, now, when I click on the ellipsis, just by clicking that checkbox, the user is now only presented with a subset and a more relevant list of document types based on the fact that it's a banking matter. So in this case, I'll choose loan, click OK, and choose save. When I go back to my quick retrieve, you can see for that banking matter, the folder loan now appears. So it's truly a dynamic and flexible folder or dynamic view structure based on practice area. In summary, the EDV legal template provides a flexible, easy to administer option for deploying dynamic views in a way that's truly relevant and manageable to your users. If you'd like more information, please contact us or view our additional videos demonstrating the powerful capabilities of extended dynamic views to provide an effective foldering structure within your system. Thanks for your time. We do appreciate it.